Dim twilight, wet logs, hemp rope.
People often ask me why I kept keeping my safe, beautiful home in Baghdad. I had money, I had soft beds, I had peace. But peace can be very quiet, too quiet. So I went back to the sea. I thought I knew all the dangers of the ocean. I thought the worst thing that could happen was a bad storm. I was wrong. If I knew what was waiting for me on the mountain of Zakab, I would have never left my home. I'm going to tell you how my friends died and how I barely escaped with my life. We sailed for many weeks. The weather was perfect, but the ocean is a liar. One afternoon, the wind stopped. The air became heavy and hard to breathe. The captain of our ship looked through his glass and his face turned pale. He fell to his knees and started to cry. He told us the wind had pushed us into the wrong waters. We were near the mountain. Before we could turn the ship around, the water around us started to boil. Small boats made of animal skin surrounded us. Inside them were wild, terrible men. They were covered in thick red hair from head to toe. Their eyes were yellow. They did not speak. They only made clicking sounds with their teeth. There were hundreds of them, too many to fight. They climbed onto our ship like spiders. They did not hurt us. Instead, they grabbed us, threw us onto a dark, rocky beach, and sailed away with our ship. We were left with nothing. We were alone, or so we thought. As the sun began to set, we heard a sound coming from deep inside the jungle. Thump, thump. The ground shook under our feet. We did not know what made that sound, but we knew we could not stay on the beach. We walked into the dark trees to hide. Deep in the woods, we found a giant castle made of black stone. The doors were made of solid wood, taller than 10 men. We pushed the door open and walked inside. It was a huge courtyard. On one side, there was a fire pit as big as a house. On the other side, there were cooking pots the size of small boat. We were so tired that we lay down on the cold stone floor and fell asleep. That was our biggest mistake. When we woke up, the sun was gone, and we were not alone. The earth shook. A creature walked into the courtyard. It was a giant, as tall as a palm tree. His skin was the color of dirty sand. His mouth was full of sharp, yellow teeth like a wild dog. But the most terrifying thing was his face. He had no nose, and he had only one giant red eye right in the middle of his forehead. He walked over to the giant doors and locked them. We were trapped in a cage with a monster. He looked down at us. He picked up my friends like we were small insects. He squeezed their arms and legs. He was feeling our muscles. He was choosing his dinner. He grabbed the fattest man in our crew, the captain. With one terrible crunch, the giant broke his neck, cooked him over the giant fire, and ate him. Then the monster went to sleep, snoring so loud that the stone walls shook. We sat in the dark, crying silently. We knew that tomorrow night he would eat another one of us, and the next night until we were all gone. Day after day, another friend was eaten. I knew I was going to die, but I decided I would not die sitting in the dark like a frightened sheep. During the day, while the giant was out hunting, we found some thick iron sticks near his cooking pots. We took the iron sticks and hid them in the hot coals of the fire. We waited for hours until the tip of the iron stick glowed bright white with heat. When the giant returned that night, he ate another man and fell into a deep, heavy sleep. This was our only chance. We lifted the heavy, burning iron stick together. We walked slowly towards the sleeping giant. We could feel the terrible heat of his breath. On the count of three, we pushed the burning iron straight down into his single red eye. The sound he made was not a scream, it was a roar that made our ears bleed. He jumped up, blindly hitting the walls, knocking down stone pillars. He could not see us, but he was blocking the giant doors. We hid in the corner of the room, holding our breath, waiting for the morning. When morning came, the blind giant opened the heavy doors to feel his way outside. We quietly slipped past his giant legs and ran to the beach. During the day, we had built small secret rafts from the broken tree branches. We pushed them into the water and rowed as fast as our tired arms could move. We looked back and saw the giant standing on the beach. He was throwing massive rocks into the water, trying to sink us. One rock smashed into a raft, killing everyone in it. But my raft made it to the deep water. We were safe. The giant was far behind us. We floated for a whole day. We laughed, we cried. We thought the nightmare was over. But I told you, the ocean is a liar. That night, we washed up on a small sandy island to sleep. As soon as it got dark, we heard a sound like dry leaves rubbing together. A giant sea snake, thicker than a large tree, slithered out of the water. Its scales shone in the moonlight. Before we could even scream, it swallowed one of my friend's whole. Then it slid back into the black water. We were trapped again, the giant on land, the snake in the sea. The next night, the snake came back and ate my last friend. I was the only one left. I knew it would come for me the next night. I had no weapons. I had nowhere to run. I had to build a cage around my own body using pieces of wood from the island just to survive the night. I laid inside my wooden cage, listening to the giant snake sliding around me, smelling my fear, trying to get in. When morning came, the snake left. A passing merchant ship saw me waving from the beach. It took me aboard, gave me fresh clothes, and brought me back to Baghdad. I bought big spices and treasures from that ship, making me richer than ever before. I swore to God I would never leave my home again. I swore I had seen enough death, but a man easily forgets his own promises.
Cold light, dim twilight, wet logs, hemp rope, taut, stretch, creek groan, wet sand, foam against the tide, foam against the dark sea, foam, churn, foam, tethered to the edge. Churning salt, twilight gloom, sea snake rises from the deep, wet scales undulate in the cold, squeeze the wood, bow the fray, one eye blinded but the other awakens, but the other awakens. Thick drift to a cage, narrow gaps, moving starting eyes, unseen impacts, ground shakes, wet wood, creaks, grooms, moving shadows, darting eyes, unseen impacts, ground shakes, wet wood, creaks, grooms, bowing inward, imminent crush. Foam against the dark sea. Foam, churned foam, tethered to the edge.